say a few words about the project and about maybe the context of how we try to improve the information policy. You said, Jim, that, how did you say it, that the limited nature of the response of the West causes the success of Russian propaganda. I would call it the era of innocence is over. And we had to also change some of the principal things which we would never have believed that we will change it. For instance, sanctioning the so-called media like Russia Today and Sputnik. But I am extremely grateful for the existence of this project, Svoboda satellite package, and I want to thank to Andrews and to Christoph and Reporters Without Borders and the Diderot Committee represented by you, Jim. There are not many good news recently, but this is one of them, because this project is exactly what we needed, and I will tell you why in a minute. But first, I want to say that how I understand our common work, this Svoboda package and the Radio Free Russia, that we say very clear thing that freedom, Svoboda matters, and truth matters. And I think it was you, Christoph, who said that we want to support independent journalism, not some kind of other propaganda. No, we want the facts to be delivered to the people of Russia. And we saw the people of Russia queuing in front of during the funeral of Mr. Navalny, of Alexei. How many more are there in Russia who don't want just to get brainwashed by Putin's propaganda? They want to hear and read the facts. And I think that this is great that this project is exactly focusing on that, on the technological way how to deliver the facts to the Russian people. We both lived in communism. We had some nice stories, no, about our young. Not so nice. Not so nice, but we were young and innocent. So, but I remember when I was young, we were listening to the Voice of America with my parents, and my mother was very, very ugly to my father. She was telling him all the time, "Don't eat and drink. I don't hear what they are saying," because it had to be very silent. And I don't know how it happened to me that after many, many years, I am privileged to help the projects like this and to start a project like the Radio Free Russia, because it's very similar. We could give it the name of Voice of Europe, but no, I wanted to have that Free Russia in the title. It was a bit provocative title, because we are not establishing any kind of radio. The project has three elements. One is helping the Russian journalists to have some reasonable standard of living and conditions for living in the EU. There are many. We register 4 hubs, Amsterdam, Berlin, Prague, and Riga, but there are living in many other places. We wanted to deal with practical things. We wanted to deal with the need to give them the chance to continue doing the job. So I was heavily lobbying with the media houses to enable them to work under their roof, and also I was heavily lobbying with YouTube and some other platforms to give them the space in their system, but also to guarantee that they are paid for their work. And the third part of Radio Free Russia project was exactly what this project is trying to solve. And I'm really happy about that, because to deliver the facts, the work of Russian journalists in exile to the Russian people on the Russian territory, for me it was the most difficult part, because it required technological solutions. Of course, we were also discussing with Eutelsat and some others, VPN systems. I am in constant contact with YouTube, which is the last Western platform which is still alive in Russia, because of the fairy tales I heard. That Putin doesn't have courage to switch it off because there is Peppa the Pig, no, or something like that. So I'm really happy. We will be supporting the Radio Free Russia further on. Also your project, which is our common project, if I may say, Svoboda satellite package. We have to continue doing that because we must not fail in this war, and we've been failing in this information war. I'm not happy to say it, but we were not ready for such aggressive communication and for such a masterpiece in Russian ability to tailor the disinformation campaigns per member state. Different narratives. Some are common, but many different narratives, just abusing the vulnerabilities of the society and historical tendencies and language proximity. So we have to continue doing what we do. Maybe to last comment on the context. Already before the invasion, I proposed to the College of Commissioners, and it was a surprise for many colleagues because I am known defender of the freedom of speech, and I heard myself saying sometimes in January 2022 that we have to do three things. First, we have to massively intensify fight against disinformation on our territory, not only by pushing Facebook to do more, but also supporting free media and civil society, fact-checking and so on. Second thing, to immediately prohibit the Kremlin amplions like Russia Today and Sputnik. We were heavily criticized after we did it. But I heard in Germany that it was the reason, because we sanctioned the Russian media, it was the reason why Putin evicted or chased out of the country Deutsche Welle. And I could not believe this naivism. Do you really think that Putin needs our example to know how to impose the most horrible censorship you can imagine? Yeah. So there is still a lot of naivism. And the third thing was this Radio Free Russia activity to deliver the messages and not narratives. I hate the word narratives. The evidence-based truth. Evidence-based truth to the Russian people. So once again, thank you very much for this project, because this is exactly what we need. And if there is some support needed from the Commission, I'm available. I don't have any money, but I have a lot of moral support for you. Thank you.